Hello, party people. What's up? We're going to get into a segment right here that says, I am willing to, give up God. Okay? It says, hear ye the words which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thou said the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. For the custom of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with an axe. They deck it with silver and gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not. They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must needs be born, because they cannot go. Okay? Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, neither also is it in them to do good. Okay? The only way they get power and control over you is by doing what they do. Now, picture this. This is a curse way in the Old Testament that God said not to do. A curse in the Old Testament. That's a long time ago. It is here today by the people who call themselves believers of God. That's who brought that here. They brought that curse here after you was freed from slavery. After you was freed from slavery, they brought that curse. Look at my cat. And that was the way to put you back in slavery. That go to show you exactly what what it's all about. I mean, come on, right? What is it all about? Because not only are you not supposed to do it, but let me show you how they put a steroid with it. See, they didn't have a name for it back then, but now the name is Christmas. And they're dedicated to Jesus. Right? Worshiping Jesus, right? On that day. Burn sacrifices to Jesus. That's a curse of its own right there, because it's you don't make any burnt offerings to anybody of this world, of heaven or on this earth, only to God. He's a jealous God, bro. I mean, come on, right? The traditions you're supposed to hold for him, you hold it for everything but him. His son was only here to... Did Jesus hold any burnt offering sacrifices to him? No. Did he teach you to do any of that? No. You can't even follow this man right, and you call yourselves all these prefixes. It sucks. But they gave it the name Christmas. All right? And dedicated it to Jesus. And what a curse is it, right? Merry Chris Roten. And because that's what must means. Roten. Like, here Jesus, and it's sad, because you were still with the truth in your face. You know your mama taught you better than that. You will still turn away from God for this world. It's sad. You know what I'm saying? And I know everybody got merchandise out there, and everybody wants to, make sales on Christmas. Say, bro, look. You either continue to curse. If that dollar is worth that much, then don't get out here screaming Black Lives Matter. All right? Don't do that. Don't get out here screaming Black Lives Matter, bro. If that dollar is worth more than the souls of the children of God. I mean, come on, right? You can sell stuff if you want, sell it. And, it's in the stores. If they go buy it saying it's a Christmas present, then that's what a curse hits at. And, I mean, come on, right? You could try to sugarcoat it, cover it up, but on that particular day or whatever, hey, everybody knows what goes down that day. I'm not saying that you should stop all sales from happening, no. But I mean, come on, right? You trying to get you trying to make a change in this world? Stop giving power to the people that don't want to change it. Because not only that they don't have power, but the power that you have to change the world, you actually give it to them. You give them the power they need to keep you in slavery. This is really mind-blowing, dog. When it came to me, and I'm like, whoa, this is what's been happening all these years. This is why all this has been happening. Like when I found out about Prop A, that right to work stuff out there in St. Louis. Bro, it blew my mind, bro, to realize, bro, this is why all these dudes are dying and in jail, man, because of this law. Because there's a lot of dudes that I ran across who were like, man, they fired me for no reason, man. And had to go and result in going back to the streets and ended up in jail for a long time, dog. And some of them ended up dead. And I'm like, damn, bro. You heard that dude was really trying to change, dog. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, man, all them years went by, and I'm like, man, not everybody really want to be, nobody want to be no drug dealer, bro. Not everybody. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, come on, right? They do not want you to get your mind right. Why would they want you to get your mind right when they make all the money off of you? When it comes to the morticians and the jailhouses and the hospitals and the medicines that come out of that hospital, the stupid ass foods that they put out here and everything everybody buy, the clothes and all that type of stuff, and just being, drug runners for them, because all that stuff that comes out that's in here, they get the biggest cut out of it all. So I mean, why would they want you to get your mind right, bro? Why do you think that everything that you try to make an effort to try to do ends up failing? When it comes to education or going to try to get mental health and all that, or whatever, medication, nothing helps, because it's not set for you to get help. When it comes to it, you're going to be slaves until 2060. If Trump get in the White House, he might as well do like I did when he got in the White House the first time. I went and put chains on myself, and I dressed in rags, and I was like, nigga, for sale. Straight up. I'm like, for sale. I had a sign say for sale. Because, hell, Say, hold up. I forgot to apply today's lesson. Got caught up in yesterday's lesson, feeling so good about it because, man, it feels so good to know the truth. You really don't know. It's worth more than diamonds and gold. It says this here in 35. It says, plead my cause. Come on, spaghetti. O Lord, with them that strive with me. Fight against them that fight against me. Okay, take hold of the shield and buckler and stand up for my help. All right? You may think that I'm against somebody, but if anybody against me, believe me, it's because of the word of God. I didn't do nothing to nobody, bro. But for some reason, bro, I have found out that my name has been drawn in so much stuff. And you know what, dog? When it comes to it, bruh, I grew up with a lot of people and they know me They knew me from a younger age. I always had decency with me. When it comes to it, dog, people who threw my name in that mixes and all that type of stuff, say, bro, it's cool. I never, you know what I'm saying? Let me see. Let's say I'm not disappointed, because that's how I knew most of the people that I grew up around to be like that. And that's why I stood away from a lot of them. Nobody couldn't really hang with me. Everybody knew of me and they seen me in action when it comes to fighting or whatever I was getting into, you know, playing football and all that type of stuff. But nobody really knew who I was, bro. And it's all good. And that's why I kept my distance. But in the whole situation of it all, bro, hey, bro, you could come up with accusations and everything and all that type of stuff, but in the end of the day, it's all because of the gospel. At the end of the day, for me, that's the only way I see it. Not a lot of people see it because everybody's in the blind of who I am and what I do and all that stuff. But when I first came home and I asked the question, I mean, this person knew that some bad stuff was said about me and knew what type of consequences that is and didn't even tell me. And I'm like, what in the hell? How did my name get involved in that? But it's all good. You did? Because what's going to happen is this. I'm going to continue to preach. And I'm not going to worry about what's behind me. Because what's behind me is a bunch of people who wants to see me trapped in Egypt to stay a slave. I've been freed. I've been freed way from back 2020. You know, 2000. No, 1999. 1999, you heard me? It's just the freedom that long. I'm like, well, you know, hey, you know. But the thing about it is, bruh, God will fight for you. He will. You think he won't, but he will. If you fight for him. Now you get up in there and try to help the devil fight against God. What you think God is gonna do when the devil turns on you after you help him fight against him? When you were supposed to go and fight against the devil. This is how we stay trapped. It's always that buyout. It's always that sellout, bro. Somebody gonna take that money. And it says that, bro, bread is sweet when stolen, but in the end, it turns into gravel. You're not gonna enjoy any of that. That's you and to be real about it, bro, it's all when Judas sold Jesus out. In the end, he didn't enjoy them 30 pieces of silver. As a matter of fact, the property, the place where he killed himself, the people took the silver that he threw back at him and purchased the land to bury strangers on that died in Jerusalem. He didn't even get to enjoy the money. This is a curse. You may think you're going to live good with whatever they offer you. You're going to wind up in hell, bro. You can't go against God, bro. You can't straddle the fence. If you say you're coming to preach the word, preach the word. But if you're trying to fight against God, sell Jesus out, say, bro, guess what, dude? You're going to be in a land of strangers when you're supposed to be in the house of God. It's a curse, bro. Don't serve two masters. One.